He's not your friend anymore. She's your artist. She's your
now,
inspiration.
She's now your artist.
You're my artist, Angelica.
She's the people's artist.
Give the proper introduction.
Well, she's from the Bronx, New York, which happens.
Yes.
Angelica Vila, Dominican, 20 years old. She just turned 20 years old 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I'm still a baby.
She don't want me to call her 19.
You can't even have a cocktail if you're anything.
No. We got to sneak her in the club. Not for real, though. Like,
I believe that. Hi, baby. Let me tell you a story. So I've known Joe for like 150 years, right?
That's right.
We came in the game together, very young, happy, excited. And he's always called me Angelica for some weird reason. It's not my name. My name is Angie, and my name is Angela. They call me Angie for short, but Joe is the only person on the planet. Angelica! That's what he's always called me. Since you've come around, now he calls me Angie. It's so weird.
Sad.
It's so weird.
He's probably like it's probably like a muscle memory. He's like, okay, I gotta get it right this time.
Original Angelica.
I'm just saying our relationship has changed now since you came into the picture, and I just wanted to acknowledge that.
You jacked the name, bro. That's it.
Were you born with this name? You were born with this name.
Yeah.
So maybe somewhere down the line he always knew you were coming. And maybe you were calling me that. You were speaking her name into existence.
You know, but I'm a big believer, strong believer of energy.
Yeah, so maybe the Angelica energy has just been circling for so long, and you have finally arrived. The other day I called him. I was like, "Hey, Joey." He was like, "Hey, Angie." I was like, "Angie?"
You're like, "Whoa, he got it right this time."
Angelica.
Yeah, that's what he always used to
I
call
always
me.
call her Angelica.
So weird. It's all right. I'm okay.
She's so sharp. She's a journalist. She caught it. She was like, Angie. I know. And for a split second, my mind was like, should I call her Angelica? Like I always call her. And then I said, what's up, Angie? She was like, Angie. Oh, wait a minute. This is a new development.
I hope it's a good thing, though.
No, it's totally fine. I'm just teasing you. But so, welcome, baby.
Hi.
Welcome, first
Thank you
time
for
on the
having
show.
us.
He speaks very highly of you. He says you're the next everything.
She sure is.
You compare her to everybody, though. You got to stop comparing
I think
her.
she has the best album, the best debut album from an artist
Thank you.
since Mary J. Blige 411. That's just my opinion. As a Latina, we ain't never seen nothing like Angelica Vila. That's just the bottom line.
When do we hear the album?
Well, the EP will be out in like 2 months, I think, just before June. You know, so we signed up with Roc Nation. She's on Roc Nation, and the album is just like the EP's crazy. We just got mad hits. I mean, we actually have like 3 EPs done.
Something like
Already.
that. Yeah.
She works every day.
So wait, you're signed to Roc Nation, the label, or Roc
Nation, the label.
Right.
So we did like a joint venture with each other.
Got it.
And then she's
Are you
the
doing
artist.
management too? Or you kind
No,
of?
no,
right?
I'm not doing management. I mean, there's Sketchy's there and Roc Nation.
No disrespect.
Roc
I'm just saying,
Nation.
this guy, you can't get him off your neck, I'm sure.
I'm for free. I'm free management. Yo, I am free management. I couldn't wake up. Today we debuted a video in Times Square.
Yeah,
It was on the big
exclusively
Viacom.
with BT. You gotta say that.
And they shot it in Times Square. They showed it today. We went live, and I woke up 7 a.m, happy.
No, you're so focused on her. It's very cute to see it.
I try
It's
not to get
because
emotional, though.
He gets like this. He gets like this with his artists. He really does. He got like this with Pun. He was like this with Remy. He when he's committed
Khaled,
and he
let's throw him in there.
Khaled, absolutely.
When
he's committed and he gets like this. But wait, so tell me. Let me ask the questions. You don't lead, okay? Let me be.
He just going.
No, he wants to leave. I could just leave and he could just do it and talk to you. Yeah. When is the first time you heard her singing? What did she sing?
First of all, it was Pretty Lou.
Yes.
Pretty Lou, I was with Lorena, your sister, my wife.
Yeah.
And Pretty Lou was like, yo, this
Happy birthday, Lorena, by the way. I love you,
Happy birthday,
Mama.
Lorena.
I love you. Joey's here. I'm going to make sure he buys you a very expensive present.
Yo, why Joey got to buy an expensive present every time? Every one of her friends is like, you know you got to get a Birkin or something. I'm like, damn. Like,
she deserves it.
Get that Birkin bag.
So what did she sing?
All right. Very much like you. Like, y'all similar. So we went in the studio. Pretty Lou was like, you got to hear this girl. I know her uncle Sketchy. He throws the parties uptown. So I seen him. She played me a couple of songs. What was crazy, I don't want to use the word swag, but her swag, her wave was just so crazy that I was like, oh, snap. I never really seen a Spanish girl with that kind of diddy bop. I don't know how to explain it to you.
The diddy
so
bop.
we walk out of the studio, and you know your sister, to me, she's one of the greatest haters in the world. She turned around and was like, yo, you better sign that girl ASAP. And when Lorena said that, I was like, oh, no, this is a go.
Yeah.
She go hard for me, though.
Oh, I love that.
But
when did you hear her sing, and what did she sing? You don't remember?
I forgot what I sang,
cute
actually.
hood songs, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it real. She had cute little hood songs. I just was listening to her tone. I did not know that she could sing the way she could sing. So when I brought her down to Miami and she locked in with Cool and Dre and Combelius and all the writers, and then every day I kept going to the studio, she was blowing and blowing. And I was like, oh my God, we got a real one here. This ain't just a cute song.
Yeah.
You know, she's one of them.
It was crazy. In the beginning, I had a feeling that he knew that, like, I don't know. I feel like he didn't know I could sing.
He thought you were just like they auto-tuned you and tweaked you up. Yeah, because that's the norm now, by the way.
I was so excited to go to Miami because I'm like, yo, one, I get to make a whole bunch of songs, which is something that I've been dreaming to do with like no limitations or nothing.
Right.
And then another thing was, let me show him how I sing.
Are you gonna sing something today? Could you sing something for now? All I want to do is hear you sing, because I haven't heard you sing either. I've only heard it on the song, but I haven't heard you in real life.
Yeah,
Let me give you a little New York.
What is your favorite thing? All right, whatever you want. Go ahead.
New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. These lights will inspire you. Here is for New York, New York.
You want to do Jay's verse?
No. OG, all I'm going to say, OG, I made you famous. I'm going to take that ad-lib when he go, OG, I made you famous.
I love that. So wait, welcome back, Amizi. Go ahead, sneak around. We don't see you. We don't even see you here. It's all good.
That's brother man from Martin.
So like, yeah, that's it. You have a new identity. You have a new identity. So wait, has Joe talk to me about the advice? Has he been giving you any good advice?
The first thing that I remember that he told me was, before you play these songs, this is the first time I met him. Before you play these songs, you're going to play three your hottest joint. But always remember, you can never make a first impression twice. Mm-hmm. I was itchy. I was like, oh, shit, I don't know what am I going to play? And so then I played something. And I didn't think he was like, you know, I fuck with it. Play me another joint. I played it for him. He's like, play me another one. You know what? Sing live for me. And then I did. I think I sang 1+1 by Beyonce, though. It was a Beyonce song. Right. But I forgot which one it was.
Yeah.
That's pretty good advice.
Tell us some advice I've been giving you 2019-ish.
Yeah.
Stay away from the boys.
That's excellent advice.
Number one. Stay away from the boys. And I'm
because you're like fresh meat out here.
But one that was crazy,
you're like the new girl.
Since I was young, though, and I guess this affected me in high school as well, because I've always been like tunnel vision, always been so focused. Like I started like singing as a career, trying to make it into a career since I was 10 years old, just doing videos on YouTube. And so like since I was young, I just, always been so focused, and I didn't want to like hang out after school. And, I don't know if I can say this, but like,
you can say whatever you want.
Like, the kids like to smoke weed and stuff like that. And I was never into that stuff until, I just started getting older. And I'm like, listen, I need to do this music. Yeah. I don't want to hang out after school, chill in the crib, go to after parties. Nah, I'm not into that.
Where's this accent that you have? I'm trying to pin it out. You have like a little accent. It's
have an accent.
She has a little accent somewhere. No,
I don't know.
Her own little.
Every time.
Girl, bro.
Her own little sway.
Like I don't know, but that's her voice. I can tell you one thing. If she was fronting, I would have tell you that's her voice.
I don't know.
I haven't peeped the accent yet.
I don't even peep it either.
But people tell you that, right?
Yeah,
I'm not the
like
first person.
If I'm in Atlanta or something, they be like, "You from the Bronx, huh?"
Oh,
and
they tell you from the Bronx.
Yeah. You from New York, right? Huh?
That's funny.
I be like, yeah.
That's
How you
cute.
know your accent?
I saw you had. Was this your first Roc Nation brunch? I saw you at the brunch.
It was my first Roc Nation brunch.
Joe
that
was just
such an amazing
introducing
experience.
you to everybody. He was like the proud big brother, shuffling you around the room.
Let's not forget that jacket I had
Oh,
on.
your jacket was.
The jacket.
What was
Clásico
that? Was that like a
juntos.
snake skin? Oh,
Baby, that was
alligator.
alligator
Oh,
suede, you
alligator.
know? The jacket was everything,
He's
man.
too much. He's
The
too
jacket
much.
was everything. And I'm letting the jacket do the talking for me. But, you know, for me, it's like, you know, it's like a birth. Like, I'm excited for her. I can't feel what she feels. Seeing her video for the first time in Times Square, whatever, you know. But I'm just excited to bring the game and bring the music world a fresh new person, a fresh new voice that has so much to offer. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I say, when I was rapping, when I met Pun, I was the #1 Latino rapper. But I met Pun, knew he was better than me, and I was like, yo, I got to fall back, let the people hear this guy.
Yeah, because that could have went left, right? If you just looked at him as competition and tried to like.
Could have been a hater. No.
Could have been a hater.
But
that would have ended bad for you.
Yeah. Yeah. But my thing is, you're right. But my thing is, with her, I just feel when I meet talented people, man, I got to share them with the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
That's what it is.
You got a good eye, too. You have a good record. You have a good, like, track record so far.
And a great ear. That's what he did. He got that from me. He got
please
that from
don't do
me.
that. Let her do
I'm
that.
jacking it. I'm jacking it.
Listen, man, I got to take something from her, man.
First, a little diddy bop. I taught him how to milli rock.
So wait, but this has got to be crazy for you because you're 20 years old, right? Had you traveled and done things like this before?
Not
or?
until I got signed with Joe at first.
So this is like your life is changing quickly, right?
Basically, yeah.
I'm seeing you like All-Star Game courtside. I'm seeing you at, at the Roc Nation
right.
brunch, at all the events. And
But I paced her. So while she was doing her music, she been with us for like a year and a half. But I've been explaining to her what was going to happen. I guess you can't really, truly explain. But boy, she has been having if there's somebody who gets you prepared. You know how when a guy, Joe Biden's going for president, he's going to announce it in 2 days. There's somebody preparing him.
Right.
Like, I've been preparing this girl. I told her what kind of game these guys are going to spit at her. I tell her what kind of this. I tell her what this. I done gave her so much. I done rode in the car with this girl through the Bronx for 5 hours just talking, me and her, like, yo, listen, and be careful with this, and yo, watch that,
that's a
and
fact.
this game is this, and you watch this, and you watch that. Like, I've been prepared. She has so much knowledge in her brain that I done hit her with everything. I told her the truth. I said, yo, Beyonce ain't get with Jay-Z. Just she had the bag. J-Lo wasn't even thinking about boyfriends till she had the bag. Like, the most successful artist that you ever had in all time, the women, they always caught the bag. They worried about their career first, even if they acting or whatever. Angelina Jolie, whoever, they got that bag up. Then they said, all right, I want to pick out who I want to be with because I got my bag.
Yeah.
I like
You know what I'm
this
saying?
Yeah.
And you know,
funny.
I see immense opportunities.
That's actually
with her.
really good advice.
It is, and it helps keep me just focused because
What's up, the mic ain't-
I hear from Uncle Dan as well. That's Joe's uncle.
She
But when
knows
he
Uncle
says it,
Dan.
it's like, he go beyond. Like, you get a boyfriend, I'll kill the motherfucker.
Oh my God, Uncle Dan.
You know Uncle Dan crazy, man. Don't worry about Uncle Dan. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you're gonna
Nah,
be fine,
I'm worried
baby.
because listen, that's not where my head is at. That's not where my head is at. So if somebody tries something, I'm scared that Uncle Dan is gonna be in the
wanna know what's
background.
crazy?
Look at that. He know what I'm talking about. Cause look.
You know what's crazy? You want to know what's crazy? There's a young executive in this game who is very, very, very successful. Right now, he's probably the shining star of the whole music industry. He's a friend. He FaceTimed me. He was like, yo, man, I don't know what you did. They playing your girl song all over, this, that. So this is me and him, man to man. I'm not going to say his name because it's pretty. Make sure none of these niggas come around this girl. None of them. I don't like no abbreviations. NBA, NFL, NBL, none of them. Yo, this guy's looking
You
at
can't
me.
even go hockey.
and
You
this
can't even go hockey with
You
it.
can't even go NHL. He's like, yo, none of these. Watch her. watch it. Yo, I'm telling him,
No,
I'm
they're
like,
gonna
yo,
come
he's
out.
like, yo, you know, because, you know,
It's true.
we know
though.
what
It's
it
true.
is.
It's true. And that's one thing. I'm very I pay attention. I'm very observant.
Yeah.
So it's like the second I sense that somebody's trying to make a move on me, nah, I catch that real quick and I dub it real quick.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, she's looking like she's gonna be all right out
Yeah,
here.
so far, so
what
good.
was that 50 mil
You
tatted?
know what's great too is I know you've
That's
been, Joey, you went through this thing with Pun, and then you lost Pun, which was really hard. And then, I mean, you and Remy are good now, but there was a point when you and Remy, you brought Remy up, and then you and Remy wasn't good. And I don't know, I think at one point I thought maybe you wouldn't go down that road anymore.
I did.
You
And
know
I
what
lost
I'm
a lot of
saying?
money because of me and Remy. You know, me and Remy, that's my sister. And when she went bad, because she knows I tell her she went bad, it broke my heart. It felt like an invisible lightning bolt just hit my chest. I couldn't believe it. Like I could, because we raised her.
Yeah.
Same thing. I don't even know how Papoose met her. Like, I'm telling you the truth. We blocked Remy so hard from everybody in America
Right.
that I don't know how he got his hands on her. We was like, and then so when we had a falling out, it broke my heart so much. I always say I could have signed Pitbull, literally. I could have signed Rick Ross, literally. A bunch of others, and I wasn't going to ever mess with an artist again. You know what I'm saying? So me and Remy in a good space, and then and even with her, I'm going to just keep it real with you. Like Remy, Remy allowed me to, mess with another female artist. It was just
Did you have to go to her and say,
Yeah. I had to tell her, like, yo, I'm signing the girl. And then she was like, nah, I'm cool with it. And they threw her on their first single, the Golden Child. So
Golden
Remy
Child. Shout out Remy
big sister.
Papoose.
Remy is good with it. Then we good because, we got this tight family, you know what I'm saying, to where we just like, but
you saw
Here
the
we
baby too. You saw the golden child a couple
baby
times.
looks like the female Muhammad Ali.
What does that mean?
That baby's so beautiful.
What does that mean?
This baby's so beautiful. You remember how beautiful Muhammad Ali was? She's the female Muhammad Ali. She is so perfect.
Oh.
The baby don't cry.
I saw you post that
You
about
know
her.
I'm carrying the baby. The baby don't cry. The baby's just beautiful, man.
I seen the picture. Oh my gosh, so
She's so
precious.
cute. She's so cute.
Yeah, she's so beautiful, man.
I love that about you. I think that's a thing that maybe people don't understand. Like, you could have a couple of times you could have hold the grudge, right? And you'd have blocked all the blessings of getting back with Remy, or you could have hold the grudge against Pap. Pap got in somehow in that time. You could have, but you,
Now we understand how he got it. The guy loves her. He's bananas.
no, I know.
He is the Papoose is the lover's dream
You
husband
couldn't have
of a
blocked. That's
lifetime.
like a meant to be
Oh,
relationship.
forget
You couldn't
about
have
it.
blocked that. But I'm just saying, you could have easily been negative about it. You could have been a hater about it, and then you would have missed out on the baby. I'm getting back
I just
together.
I just think I've been growing. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I've been maturing, and a lot growing up. I used to look at other people who were mentors to me, or idols, or people I look up to, and I seen them make a bunch of mistakes to where they could have schooled the youth, and they could have, and I was just like, nah, I'm gonna change. You know what I'm saying? And even though I'm not perfect, I will beat a guy up right outside. I'm not gonna lie to you. Today, now, accurately, right? Guys smooch your ass outside, we beating them up, right? But for the most part, the 99.9% part,
Yeah.
I'm a great guy, and I'm just trying to grow myself into a better person. So,
Amen.
it's almost like with my mother, like there's not enough I could do for my mother. I put her and my father through so much in my life, I can't do enough. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm trying to do, man. Hey, I did a lot of bad stuff. I'm trying to get karma on my side. So I try to school everybody, school the youth, try to do the right thing.
You tried to school Tekashi 6ix9ine. There's a video. Have you seen this?
Yeah, when I did it. But
He did a podcast, and he tried to school Tekashi 6ix9ine on what was going to happen to him, and it happened to him.
Because I thought he was a nice guy, and now we can't. He can't be my friend. He can't come around me ever again. You know what I mean? Those are rules. He crossed that line. You know, I don't even understand if I go to a club and they play his song. I'm keeping it a buck. Once you cross, I pray for people who cross that line. When they talk to the police and they snitch, I pray for them. I'm like, yo, that's cool. We can't be cool. Like, you over there, Utah. I don't know where you going. Just please stay away from me.
I heard I had Casanova here the other day and we were talking about it, and Casanova was saying that because I guess he subscribes to a similar way of thinking, but that he thought that he was going to be able to come back and make music because the way this business is set up, that people don't even care. Like
well,
if he
I
just
believe
comes
it. I think the youth don't care. I think the youth don't care. Obviously, they don't care. They playing this music in the club and all that.
That's true.
You know, me, I can't.
Really? I mean,
I'll
I get
die
it.
before you see me in a picture with Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not. Like,
But before that
I've
decision,
talked to friends. Hey, the best thing I could tell you is I had one of my best friends ever. He was in the streets, and I used to beg him to get out of the streets. I'd be like, yo, I'll buy you a bodega. Let me buy you a sneaker store. Let me buy you, because I loved him so much. He made us laugh so much. He got caught. Dominicans came to me. They was like, Papa, your guy talking. I was like, yeah. Never said hello to him again in my life. He came home and tried to reach out so much. I can't even say hi. That's the rules. I don't want you to ever say nothing to me if I did that. It's a choice you make, you know. So what I tell everybody is don't do the crime if you can't do the time. You know, because we all talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine, but there's some guys that's going to go to jail for 20, 30, 40 years from what that's 20, 30, 40 years. You get what I'm saying?
I do.
It's a serious thing when you putting it, and then I don't know. You know, I'm scared of everything. Like I've been going to the clubs promoting her every night. I've been in the clubs and I'm scared. Like I'm looking at people like, yo, these people telling everybody. Cause even if you like, even me back in the day, I'm gonna be real with you. Do you really want the real talk? Or
yeah, because absolutely.
I'd have beat up the DJs if I was Fat Joe in the street and they would have played this guy music. I'd have beat him up.
You mean back in the day, Joe?
They can't play it. Back in the day, Joe, before rap, they couldn't even play it. Maybe even Fat Joe 10 years ago or something. I'd have been beating up the DJs and been like, yo, you can't play that. You can't, because I'm looking at what alleges to be street guys or gangsters or allegedly we think hustler drug dealers singing the guy's lyrics in the club knowing that the guy's on the newspaper, on the Daily News talking about he spilled the beans. That's some crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy to me.
Yeah. I find it fascinating, though, that you saw it, like, very clearly.
No, because I tried to stop him ahead of time. I knew what he was up against. Now, Bobby Shmurda, I think I'm going to walk around with a Bobby Shmurda jersey for keeping it real. I mean, I'm old school. I'm ready to make a fucking Bobby Shmurda tattoo in my ass. But, yo, I never knew I loved him so much.
Interview's over. Thank you for
I didn't know I loved him so much.
I never knew I loved him so much. Like, I mean, though, he's crazy.
I will never be able to shake the image of a Bobby Shmurda tattoo.
Nah, it's never gonna be that. But you know what I'm saying, Ange? Like,
I can't unsee that though in my head. I just cannot unsee
I'm keeping it real with you, bro. I'm keeping it real. Yo, it's like, it's bad. In New York, we got a terrible look with that. Yeah. And I try to, you know, before he even got in trouble, I try to tell him, like, bro, this ain't a game. If you out here, but the guy told me he don't do nothing wrong. So I was like, yo, he was like, nah, man, I'm just fronting, B. I ain't doing nothing wrong. I was like, you sure? And he was like, nah, he's always a nice kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I spoke to him alone, he was a nice kid.
I was really, really rooting for him. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I liked his music.
Well, you're going to still like his music because the
it's
guy's
still
going
gonna
to come out
happen.
here and act like he ain't tell him 50 guys. Like, no, he's really going to do that, Angie. You're going to have a Tekashi 6ix9ine interview talking about, yo, what's up, everybody? Meet me in Times Square. I'm signing autographs. I can't believe this.
I'm going to change the subject. Is there an artist that you would tattoo on your body, Angelica?
No. No, not at all.
No artist. No. Who's your favorite artist in the world?
My favorite artist in the world is Beyonce, hands down.
And you would not do a Beyonce tattoo?
No.
Understandable.
I want to keep tattoos at a minimum.
Yeah. Do you have any?
I do. I do have this Sagittarius tattoo because I'm a Sagittarius. And then I got...
Joe, did you know she had tattoos?
Yo, could you stop stripping and all that? Come on, B.
I got a music tattoo right here with the heartbeat. Yeah, because music is my life. That was actually what the first tattoo that I wanted.
Hey, I tell her, Angie, I'm doing the Pink Dog Challenge.
What is that?
If she blows up and comes in here next year with 7 bodyguards and a pink dog, we ain't messing with her.
I won't do the pink poodle.
You know I have my own challenge, right?
What's your challenge?
It's a 3-interview challenge, right? So there's 3 interviews that have to happen.
Oh my God, this thing exists?
It's just my own personal.
All right, in your head.
You guys don't even know this, right?
No, in your head.
It's in my head. It's and I can tell somebody's
This
character.
Is a good one. Look,
no, it's not really that. It's just like the first interview, people come in and they're very humble and excited and hi, Angie,
and then
oh my God, and we can do this, and you stay as long and you engage, and then in the second interview, after a couple of big hits, normally on interview 2, they come in and they have shades on. And the entourage is a little bigger. They're usually a little bit late. And the answers are shorter. This is the second interview. By the third interview, that's when I can kind of tell what we have here. Because they've already been on the come up, already been hot, and now they probably either leveled out somewhere or they've been rocking for a little bit. So by the third interview, you could kind of tell who an artist is really going to be. Mm-hmm. So by the third interview, if you come back,
I give an artist.
I've seen it a lot. Nah, that's what I'm saying. When they come in with the shades, I'm like, oh, interview number 2.
Number 2.
And it's not always the shades, but it's some form of that where you could see that they feel it. Like, and that's okay. I get it. It happens. It's totally good.
In his form, he thinks I'm coming in with the pink poodle.
Right, the pink poodle is the same thing. A pink poodle is the same thing.
I won't do it.
Okay, good. Don't disappoint me, Angelica.
No, I give an artist. I give any artist. Like a 1 year to 2 year grace period. I don't really want to tell you that but I don't want you to. But it's different. Like
to adjust, you have to adjust.
Yeah, because you come out now, all of a sudden, you know, you've been walking the streets, and you've been a regular person, and now you're famous, and now girls think you're extra handsome, or guys think you're extra fly, and man, that feels good, and it's overwhelming, and you're making money now, and now, so. It takes, you know, anybody could get caught up in that first 2 years feeling themselves. That I guess the real challenge is in 2 years.
Interview number 3.
Interview number 3. You figure out, like, all right, you know, because the only artist ever in the history of mankind to play Fat Joe is Soulja Boy.
What do you mean? What did he do?
We were at a show like a big show, like a BET concert. And I think it was Make It Rain. Make It Rain was #1 in the country, and I'm walking through, and everybody's coming out their room. Yo, crack, yo, you know I'm Fat Joe already. I'm big. That dude was standing in front of his room. That's when
he was on fire,
bro. Fat Joe, the fattest guy in there, didn't exist. Like I looked visible to him. He was like, he came around. Year number 3 or 4, trying to be, what up, big homie? I'm like, nah, you fronted on me, puppy.
Yeah, but you got to give him the pass like you give everybody the pass. You got to give them the year or 2 grace period.
He's the one artist in the history of mankind to ever act like, who is this guy? I'm like, oh, wow.
He was in that moment. It happens to everybody.
Me
this is not. Future. I don't want to turn this into an interview to a full let's school Angelica, because you're gonna have a whole life of that over here with this guy. But the other thing you should be aware of that maybe he don't tell you is that what happens is somebody puts you in the game, right? Then usually, like when you get hot, the vultures start coming, and then they go, you know, it's really great what Fat Joe's been able to do for you.
And then they try to hit me with the butt.
But if you were with us,
nah,
what would happen? Right? Am I lying? This is what happens.
That's not even the rap game. That's
the music business.
No. Not only just the music business. I seen that in the movie Troy with Julius Caesar. This been going on since Rome.
Yeah.
This guy, Alexander the Great. Let me tell you something. Alexander the Great took over the whole entire world, and he had the most loyal army. And towards the end, people were talking in the ears like, "Papi, don't show up at 3." All you saw was people coming out the back like this. He ran out to go to war by himself with a sword. His army of 2 million people stood behind him. That was that. It's been a game since the beginning of time. Divide and conquer. People getting in your ear.
Divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer. Telling you what they could do. Or I'm fly. Or I know this. He don't know about that. They've been doing that. That's what happened with me and Remy the first time. They went up in their ear like, I mean, it's easy to do that, but you know, you got, you know, loyal is loyal. It is what it is.
Right. I was just about to say that I'm 100% loyal. Like I could speak for years from now. Like like I said, I'm huge on energy, and I don't really trust like a lot of people, and I trusted him instantly. Like there was something like I'm telling you, I don't trust a lot of people.
Sketchy ain't trust me at first.
Because I was caring for my niece.
Because you're worried about your niece. Yeah, that's right. You should be looking at everybody, making sure everybody's
but my intuition
never.
Trust me?
My intuition.
Shouldn't
the Sketchy trust me?
Yes.
Okay,
But my
'cause I got his back.
intuition never lies. And
Yeah.
something like I was not listening to whatever anybody was telling me. Because obviously people's gonna have their opinions, but I didn't give a fuck.
She's
Like
gonna be a superstar.
my intuition never lies. Nobody else can feel that intuition for me. And so
What do you want me to do? Like I'm like, yo, Angie, what do you want me to do? She's gonna be a superstar. You know, so anybody who try to tell you, now you think about those people, because now your videos on Times Square,
I got so
Facebook
emotional.
artist video of the
Good for
day
you.
I got so
tomorrow,
emotional.
BET every hour on the hour, your records playing. I guess they were wrong. I mean, yeah.
Good for you, baby. Congratulations.
I never
so
said
much.
This is
I
just the
never said
beginning.
that I can't
Thank
back
So
it
wait,
up.
tell me again when the album comes out.
The
So-
EP will be coming up. What's the name of the EP?
Deception season 1.
And what is
Oh
why
my
deception?
God.
Okay, so in the beginning of the project, I'm like a more vulnerable, like I'm in love. Towards the middle,
Were you really in love?
I was not in love. I don't really know what love really feels like. I
Right.
don't know. I never had a
you were
boyfriend.
into somebody.
I never had a boyfriend ever.
Really?
Ever. But I've talked to people, but I never had a boyfriend.
Okay.
So deception was, I had a little crush. And towards the middle of the EP is where I start to have an epiphany. And it's like like what Joe be telling me, every nigga ain't shit. And so,
Yo, we on the radio.
It's okay. It's all right. We have
Oh,
buttons
wait.
for that. We have buttons for that.
okay.
It's okay.
Guy
So
ain't-
they ain't beep. And so like it's like I tell him, I know what you're about. I know what you're about. You trying to tell me that your coworker, whoever that other girl is, that you trying to convince me that that's your friend, but I know better. And towards the like end of the EP is where I actually find out, and it's like men ain't nothing. Men ain't nothing. And I just forget about it. And it's a to be continued. Each song on the project is like a episode.
Got it.
Which is why I have that as season 1, Deception season 1, because since it's a to be continued, I want that second project to be Karma season 2. That first EP would be completely vulnerable, and that second EP I would want it aggressive.
Yeah. Okay, mama. Are you on this at all?
No.
No guest appearances?
Nothing.
No rappers? Not even just you?
I'm not in the video. Her video
It's just
big. It comes out tomorrow. Her video, we shot
Congrats, baby.
a
Thank you. I
movie as the
appreciate that.
video. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
So-
tell people what to do, where to find her, what to go. What to-
Angelica Vila, everywhere, Google, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, right? Music video, More in the Morning, out everywhere by
So
tomorrow.
The human brochure. Listen,
Thank you to you and your hype man, Fat Joe, for coming
Shout
by
out to
today.
my team.
I'm
Yes.
going hard, and
know you
like,
are,
I've been
I know
like,
you are.
I've been really going hard. Like, I mean, like, stuff artists don't do for themselves. You know, I've been in the clubs, 4 clubs a night. I've been chasing everybody down. I've been running around. I've been going crazy. You gotta hear this. You gotta hear this. Everybody, even
She's
my
a
people.
Martian.
He's not lying.
I know.
Me too.
Ergotti's, Timberlands, everybody who really, they be like, damn, Joe, like you, like really, really going hard. I'm like, cause I know what I know. When I know what I know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
get it.
you know, Big Pun's first video, I was standing behind him with that sky blue suit like this, cause I knew what I knew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel with her. I feel like, yo, I know what this is. I know we Madison Square Garden next year, baby.
There it is. He know what he know. Fat Joe and
Thank
Angelica. Spot on the 501.
Angie Martinez.